Hey Tristan.
Yeah.
Good to see you. I'm going to show you off right now a VHS DVD Bly Ray update as well as additional stuff. I'm going to show you some things I got quite recently, what new items.
Okay.
Next up, we got the 2002 Special Edition VHS Appear Pan.
Okay.
Yeah. Print is January 15, 2002. It's got a dark stick label and keyword inserts, which I'm not sure. And our tape is supposed to be something I would like. It's the Little Mermaid. I want to get this a try. I also heard they're making a live action movie soon. Produced February 5th, 1998.
That's cool.
Yeah, those are days when tapes were born in the U.S. Next up is my first Walt Disney Classic film feature. This is the Love Bug. I bought this to see if this is a good to produce. April 3rd, 1993 and April 26th, 1993. Next up, it came with a bunch of intros, which I'm not going to show. Next up is a tape that I actually already own, but I have a big issue with it. Basically, I hold it off, so I'm now going to get rid of it. This is an old copy of Barney's Great Adventure, the movie 1998 VHS from Playground. This one, coin shelf, is a really horrible shape. The print is weird on this one. I'm scared to play this tape in my VCR. Basically, what I mean is that the tape is pretty bad with damage right at the beginning, as well as before the I Love You song in the video begins. I'm scared to play this tape because if you watch the VHS tape, do you know this too much? It gets to a point where the film strip, but the tape might get eaten, where the film strip gets outside the VCR, where a film strip tape will get outside the VHS like that. That's the thing I've not seen since 2019. That was on my old copy of the 1991 VHS, the best of 1989 Pet Trend VHS, which I got a DVD copy of throughout the VHS, so I'm going to throw this VHS out. But I had to buy another one off of eBay. The coin shelf is a little bit bad shape, but the main difference is the tape looks sort of brand new because it was never used for how the film strip is. I'll have to tape it. And this one does have a print date, which is July 1998. There's even a 2000 Universal VHS as well as an Avon copy. Speaking of Barney, do you know they're going to be bringing back this show and it's going to be anime except? They're going to be bringing back this show to life. It's going to be anime instead of puppeteer this time. That's pretty interesting. Next up, I got Mighty Duck 2. I still have to get the first movie that I watched through correctly. What's that noise? Oh, how's your life in Texas?
I haven't gone to Texas yet. We're finishing packing the house.
Yeah, good luck. Birthday is August 8, 1994. That was all the Disney coin shop now in cut boxes. Speaking of which, I'm currently looking for a really interesting VHS that may interest you.
Did you know that we're coming to New York?
Because do you know that some copies of the VHS of 95 of Santa Claus have a Herculean trailer and some copies don't? The copy I bought for a first store in 2019 does not have that preview. I'm currently looking for one that's printed in November or December. This was a nickel plate one train, a freight train company in the 50s. This has a strange VHS at the beginning of the history of trans. I'm right now looking to make a label for this one because the original label fell out. Print is July 18, 1999. This is my first VHS with a wheel that you could see is some black. It's the correct video, so don't worry. Next up is Trolley Fest 94. This one has no print date.
Can I call you back in a little bit? I'm helping my mom with something.
Okay, take your time. Next up, we got Conrail across North Indiana. I'll pause. Here's the VHS I forgot to share. That was showing. My cousin Tristan is basically half a house expected. And this is my first video for Nelson Productions. Here's the tape with the sticker. No printed, but they're printed. It was a free trading company. It existed before CSX took over. Here's this tape. Oversized wheels and label. That takes care of all the cut box tapes. Now for slipcases. First we got Arthur's Lost Library book. It's been a while since I caught a new Arthur VHS tapes. Episodes are Arthur's Library book and DW's Imaginary Friend. I bought this at a yard sale. No pretty on this tape. It must have gotten faded out or something. Sony Besson used to own this tape, but it's mine now. Next up is the Christmas Carol from MG home video. This is my this is a confusing top because one top it has the barcode and the other top has the title. I'm hoping I watch this when Christmas season rolls around. Here's the tape. Pretty is July 20th, 1992, and the wheels on this one are starting to yellow, but I'm sure it'll still work quite fine when Christmas season rolls around. I've not seen this movie. Hopefully I'll like it. Next up is a VHS that's in a plastic sleeve, a Night Tale. This is my second VHS at a plastic sleeve. My one is Iowa Toys 1 2000 VHS. Because it was the thing to protect slipcase. It's from Blockbuster. Pretty free week of 1998. Next up are two O-Gauge train video VHS tapes. No pretty on this tape, but there's a number here. Next up is DCS. This is from 2002, while that one's from 1999. There's tape. No pretty. There's a record tab, but I'm not going to break off. Next up, I bought these two VHS tapes from Brandon and Seal from the eBay seller. They were in a lot bundle. Both of them don't have mold. I did used to have this tape, although that one was pretty badly damaged, and I had to use the tape lid for in case if I had to replace the tape lid. This one's wheels are yellow, but I'm sure it'll still work. It's recording EP mode. The only downside is that EP mode tapes can damage very tracking issues. Hopefully that's not the case because I bought brand new. Next up, this was another video I used to watch at my grandma's house. This one wheels are white. Next up is construction. No pretty on both of these tapes. Next up is 40 Feet Below Petron VHS review. Pretty is on March 18, 1993. This is a reprint. Next up is a box set. Scenic Railways Around the World. This is a Reader Digest VHS tape box set. This one I had to rewind. In my VHS tape rewinder, produced October 16, 2000. Next up is produced October 17, 2000. Same pretty as this one, October 16, 2000. Pretty nice find. I bought some of the VHS tapes from my train club. Next up is a really interesting VHS. Thomas Comes to Breakfast. This one, the tape inside might not keep. Why? I bought several copies of these because I was hoping to get the Kmart exclusive, but both the copies I got were not Kmart releases. That's the wrong point. Hopefully I find the Kmart release someday in the future so I can fill in the case. Oh, almost forgot, better put this back in. Include this card from the seller. Next up is a movie that was considered brand new because the stamp was not used. It was not broken off. This is a movie I'll be sticking with. I'll be knocking Daddy's Daycare, which that movie sucks. It has to be the worst movie 2007. Birthday, 30th week of 2003. Next up are 2 10 books of VHS tapes I bought from the same eBay sellers and individual listings. First, I will Toy Trains the music video. Unfortunately, some of the side and the top is faded. The tape plays fine. Here's the tape. It says the correct copyright from 2000. This is the real 2000 VHS with. So I'm definitely replacing the sticker label one over the ink label one. That has the wrong copyright date. Next up is I Love Big Trains Part 2 2003 VHS. Finally got this on VHS. I did hear there were rumors that there's a Part 3 exists on VHS. I don't know if it really exists or not. Because someone pointed out to one of my YouTubers, William Train Fan, that it exists from a rip from a VCR or something. We TM collectors have never seen a copy of that tape at all. I don't know if they made a VHS or not. I would assume that it's extremely rare or something, I don't know. This is really different than William Train Fan's copy he got. It has prints on the top and on the side. That's something his copy did not have. It just had an enclave and that was it. Next up is Sister Act 2. Finally got the sequel on VHS. Purchased March 18, 2001. Same purchase as this tape I have right here. Next is Kangaroo Jack. This is a 2003 VHS. This is an Avon copy. You can tell with this side white bark and this, and it's an enclave print on the tape. Most of my other ones are sticker label. Produced July 26, 2003. I want to see if this movie is any good. Next up are 2 blank VHS tapes. Here's the tape. This has metros in Moscow, London, Washington, Paris, France, and Moscow, etc. Filmed on WCPM, which is my local PS station. Next up is another blank tape. Come on, get out. Come on. Sorry, that was difficult. It's a coloring with tape lid, which is cool anyway, but there used to be a recording tab, but I broke it off. I'm only breaking raw core tabs off of white VHS tape, not retail ones. Next up, that was all the VHS tapes. Now for the DVDs. 2002 DVD Bob's White Christmas. I do have the landscape one, but I'm actually selling that because I prefer this over that. Here's this. Next up This is a movie someone in my school told me it's supposed to be good. One of my teachers. I'm about to see if it's a good. Must be that good. This widescreen DVD. Of course, chapter list. I don't know if I want to get into these movies, especially this one, because it's pretty much graphics and other stuff. Next up are a couple of DVDs. Here's disc. Here's disc. Here's disc. They're all clear discs, sadly. Sucks. Next up is the last DVD from this video. Here's disc. Next up are a couple other DVDs. Unfortunately, this is full screen. I just watched this movie badly, that's why I got it. Here's disc. Next up is this DVD. There's nothing on the back. This is my first DVD from Charles Series Presets. Next up. Here's disc. Next up is about the building friendships. I still had to get a new copy of the VHS because it's badly damaged. Here's the disc. They're not reprint from 20th Century Fox. Stinks. And we said something I don't know. Next up are DVDs I got recently. This one I bought at Goodwill. Here's disc. I had to get the retail VHS because mine is a screener. Next up is Bodybuilder Inside Skyscraper 2009 DVD. Here's disc. I'm looking to take a break on Friday to buy VHS tapes so I could save money for GEC Pro so I could get my DVDs fixed or something. Next up, South Shore. This is where Iowa Toy Train's done some videos on. Here's disc. Not going on detailing the inserts. Next up is Next up was the DJ. I had to get or complete the collection. Ball on the Farm Part 1, 2 DVD. This is a 2016 DVD meant for preschools. I had to get ordered to complete the TM collection. Here's disc. I might have to get the baby show they made. Next up is 2008 DVD SpongeBob Pang Love. Here's disc. Unfortunately, the case is a little broken right here, so I'm going to have to replace it in the future. Next up, Iowa Toy Trace Part 7 to 9. One, this is a big auction on eBay. Although the back says 2004, you know it's from 2005. I'm currently looking for 2002 Part 4 and 6 as well as that one, so I can see if it's any different. Next up is an opinion change. Hey Arnold, the movie. This is a Canadian DVD with this French on the title. This was a show I used to kind of not like, but now I got my opinion changed. Here's the disc, and of course, chapter list. despite it was owned by someone. It's a really nice condition. Next up is my first PS merge. Here's disc. Next up are Curious George CDs. This is the first movie. I still have to get the fur and second and the fur. Not going to go in detail on that. Next one, they were all brand new. This one I bought the Ultra. I bought this one at the first store. Here's this. Next up is a DVD I finally have. Great Toy Train Layouts American Video Series Part 1 to 6, 2004 DVD. I had the VHS, now I have the DVD counterpart. This was purchased from a first store, not Goodwill. It must have been purchased from a Goodwill, but the previous owner decided to donate it to another first store. Here the disc. I still have to do my TMDD collection. Next up are 3 more DVDs left. Next up is Cask Away. This is a Tom Hanks movie made from the same guy that did the Polar Express movies. Here's disc. Chapter list. I'll have to watch this soon. This by use. It's a really nice condition. It has a golden disc, which looks pretty cool. Just give me a minute. Next up is one last CD. Hachi, a Dog Tale. This is a pretty good movie, despite it's kind of... Sorry, I'm just a little anxious. Here's disc. This is a pretty good movie, despite it's sad. Okay, you just missed a couple of things I showed. One VHS I showed was a freight train called that existed before CSX, as well as a Cleveland train transit system. I got 2 $10 VHS tapes from eBay seller, 2 movies, as well as a VHS box set, as well as Christmas Carol and Arthur 2, Classic Suite, 2 train roll gauge, 2 SC on TV, and 1 pit train VHS. I got 1, 2, 3 Bob Builder ones. I got a couple of trains, transit, 1 Wiggles, and was a train, as well as 1, 2, 3 TM ones. Curious George, as well as some PSR. So now I'm going to show you the things that I'm going to show. Next up is this DVD. It takes place at transit lines in Russia and Ukraine. It's really crazy how they invaded Ukraine. Yeah, it's crazy how Russia invaded Ukraine. A lot of brands of pasta left there. Next up was all the DVDs. Now for the Blu-rays. One of them is a video game. It's not for me. It's going out to one of my YouTubers.
Cool.
I'm thinking of sending one of my YouTuber stuff to thank him for teaching me how to clean VHS tapes, as well as use a GE Super machine. Next up are 2 2015 movies. Paul Bar Mall Cop. This is a movie you should watch. It's a pretty funny movie. Paul Bar Mall Cop 2. You should watch these movies. Kevin James movies are pretty funny. They're pretty funny. Here's Blu-ray DVD. This code ours to expire, because one thing I have to tell you is when you get a DVD or Blu-ray, it sometimes comes with a serial code. You have to use it, otherwise you'll get a copyright claim. Yeah, what's all that noise? Is that your kids? Yeah. Next up, we got Minions. I bought this at a yard sale where I bought this Paul Mall Cop 2 Blu-ray on eBay. Although the slip cover's not in the best condition, and the tape so it can look brand new. Next up, a couple of Blu-rays. I got this Big Me free. I bought this halfway since I just had finished out the collection. And speaking of which, there's another Blu-ray I got. The main reason I did this Goodwill hunting. This color obviously expired. The only issue is that the Blu-ray case bottom's a little broken, but that's okay. And this is my first Blu-ray that's a Blockbuster case. It's a rental. Most of them are DVDs. God knows. Next up is Supercell. This is an Al Baldwin movie. Me and my friend Isaac are looking to watching this movie soon. Because it's a movie that I think my friend Isaac has seen any other Al Baldwin movies other than the Thomas one, basically. I got a couple of blank tapes I forgot to mention. Oh. Blu-ray. I forgot to use this code, so I'm not going to review it. So, there's nothing on the back. The silk cover is different than the actual Blu-ray case. See, because it has photos, that doesn't happen on the Blu-ray. Next up is an opinion change. I used to hate this movie, but now I want to get into it. It's the 2014 Blu-ray of Frozen. This is a Walmart exclusive that could be only found in Walmart with this kind of silk cover. And can't you believe Disney turned 100 years old? I can't believe Disney turned a century old. I wonder if the theme park should be a discount off an expensive price to celebrate. This one, I did use the code. This one, I signed up for Disney World Rewards so I can use all my Blu-rays that came with this code. I did use it, so I'm not going to hide it. So I can watch it digitally.
Are you recording a video?
Yeah. Now I'm going to show you the things I think I might send to one of my YouTubers. I'll tell you, although the silk cover for the exclusive is starting to break, so hopefully I'll get it. Here are the things I might send to one of my YouTubers. Here, they're right here. Basically, I'm thinking of sending him 3 VHS tapes, 1 DVD, 1 video game. A new copy of Amiya 97 VHS, mainly because his copy is too badly damaged to be watched. I bought this at Goodwill. I might join Discord so I can send it to him for that other stuff. Plus, he's been looking for a new copy of this tape that he can be able to watch it without any issues. Next up is Barney Time Tape. Barney down on Barney's farm. This is a tape he's been looking for. He has the Work Studios VHS. I asked him what was his opinion on that show coming back. He did hear. He says nothing like the Tell Bob or Thomas is, so he'll get that a shot. Because you know there was a reboot of Bob the Builder which some people don't like. Yeah, I kinda into it, but I'm into the Thomas thing. Here's this is a DVD. I think I might have to send him just to complete the collection because he's not really too much of a fan of the Barney Riff videos, but he has to get them or complete the collection. People's opinions on movies and TV shows can be different. Next up is this game. This is supposed to be the sequel to the Wii Sport game in 2007. I bought this at GameStop. I think he didn't get it because it comes in this box set. And it goes for a lot of money. And I suppose I played this game a few times at my college dorm game room. It was a pretty good game. Yeah, I played this at my college, which my college has a game room in one of the gyms.
That's cool.
Yeah, does your school have that or something?
Well, we had like a gaming area. We didn't really have a room.
Yeah, what kind of games do you basically have at your school?
Yeah. Did you know that we're coming to New York in October?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're